we back with another episode. She, her, dyke.
Oh, shit, I was about to say that.
I thought we was gonna give him a case.
She ain't catch it. She ain't catch it.
My bad.
But yeah, y'all. So we got the good homie K Swole with us today.
What up?
And real quick, just to go over it with y'all. So we got some segments coming to the show. You know what I'm saying? Dyke advice, because y'all be hitting us up with questions or whatever. So make sure y'all email us, DM us, Curious Cat, all that good shit. If you want to ask any questions or if you need any advice.
Yes.
Secondly, we got a dyke of the week coming up. Just shed a light on your favorite dyke. So, you know, if you got some good homies who are just out here doing a damn thing, whether they're entrepreneur, artists, all that good shit, let us know. Send them our way so we can shed some light on them. And yeah, so we're going to hop into the topic today, which is masculinity.
Fun.
Yeah, it's such a spectrum, right? So the first question would be, what does masculinity mean to y'all? Like, is it what you wear? Is it what you do? Is it like, how did you define yourself being masculine?
I say all of it encompasses. It's all under the same umbrella. I feel like how you, maybe just your energy, of course.
Facts.
Yeah.
How you dress a little bit, but some people can be masculine without it. But I feel like for me, your energy, how you present yourself, and maybe just your overall mannerisms.
Yeah, because I mean, I know some femmes that are kind of like masculine.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
New York. New York shorties.
Yeah, so I mean, how did y'all, like, were y'all always this way? Like, were you just always masculine, or was it just something you kind of like grew into? Or do you think like you dead ass was like born this way?
Like dead ass, like the earliest that I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I remember crying, like bawling my eyes out because my aunt had got me like it was a huge bag. It was full of Barbie dolls for Christmas, and I was just like, bro, what am I supposed to do with all this? I ain't trying to do this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. One time, I was outside with like I guess they were my homeboys at the time. I don't even really remember them that much, but they was all getting ready to piss right outside. So I was just like, bet, it's time to piss. Well, my mom came outside and it just didn't look good because all of us had our pants down, you know what I'm saying? But it won't nothing like that. I was just trying to piss outside, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like, yeah, let's get it. Shit.
Yeah.
And I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
so.
I think like for me, like I always like I ain't want no pink shit. I ain't want no, well, I did have Barbies, but I cut their hair off. So they was dykes. My Barbies was dykes. And I always wanted like remote control cars, like BMX bikes. It was at a very early age. Like it was never, I think I got my nails done once just to please my grandma. So yeah, I think I definitely was like born this way. Like it's just how it was.
Yeah, same. I think it's just the energy. Like, I was always tomboyish. I was always in sports, so I never even really... I was always in basketball, whatever, basketball shorts or soccer clothes or whatever, just because, I mean, shit, I was always in sports. You know, that shit takes up a lot of your time.
So
sports in high school used to get out at 3, be at sports till 6.
Facts. That's how I do what I do now. You know what I'm saying? I played sports so long, like now that's...
Yeah, it's probably nothing to you now.
Yeah.
That shit takes up all your time. So I don't even fucking really get dressed for real.
Yeah. I don't think, like, it never was a thing, me being feminine. Like, it was never...
Nah.
I can't even
My mom used to
say
be like, you got something to tell me?
Moms used to ask all the time.
So, I mean, how did y'all, like, begin embracing it? Like, did you ever feel like ashamed or just bad about it, or felt like an outcast because you were masculine and you weren't like the other girls?
Yeah.
I would honestly say no, but not really, because I was the only masculine person in my high school, but I was popular, so it was just like, oh man, I don't know, they thought it was cool, so I really didn't have. Besides
so you ain't really
the resistance from my mother, but outside of that, nah.
Yeah.
Really
so what helped you embrace it, like, or you just was like, fuck it, like?
So my shit mostly came because like my family was so like accepting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I tried to ease them into it. Yeah, mom's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like she just be like, it is what it is. Like you just make sure you love yourself type shit, you know what I'm saying? So, so mostly the only time I felt like all of that stuff was like being out and about, you know what I'm saying? Like dealing with people at school and shit like that. And it was mostly like dudes. It wasn't like the girls would say little slick shit. Like I remember some girl sometimes she was like I was a freshman in high school. She would just like yeah, I mean, do you get periods? And I was just like, man, God. Unfortunately, like, yeah, but I mean,
you'll be asking that shit too, like,
like, do you
does get wet?
You want it? Like, what do you want? You want to have my period this month? Like, why are you asking me? Do I? Yeah.
Masculine women are still women.
Literally, still got to do all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's crazy how they kind of like try to strip that away from you. Like, you're still a woman, and we still have these experiences. So,
how did you embrace it?
Shit, I don't know. I mean, I guess it was. Nah, I just honestly didn't give a fuck. That was already like, it didn't matter. With being in school, I didn't have many friends anyway. So it wasn't like a thing. I really just didn't give a fuck. I was like, okay, this is what I am. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I got picked on anyway. So it was just
you know what I'm saying? Hey, look.
Do you?
You know? So
might as well do you.
I think but it was like, the way I was built wasn't very womanly either, you know what I'm saying? Like,
ass on you.
Well, I mean, yeah, now. But you know what I'm saying? I'm still like, I'm hairy as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of muscular. I always kind of been like, you know what I'm saying?
Stocky and shit. Like, it's husky. That's it, yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's kind of what bothered me because I was like, well, shit, you know, is this how I'm supposed to be? Like, what does this mean? Like, why I'm not like the other girls or whatever. But yeah, I just kind of... As I got older, you know, as you get older, you just be like, fuck that shit.
Facts.
And that's just literally what happened.
Facts. It ain't my fault. Like, it ain't, I'm me, and if you ain't fucking with it, like, that ain't my beef.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like y'all were ever treated differently because you're masculine, whether it's like home or at work or whatever the place, or like, do you feel like you should be treated differently because you're masculine?
I don't feel like I should be treated differently, but I do feel like I'm treated differently at work because I work with all women. And they be like, Mary, come bring the junk upstairs. Come do this. They make me do everything when it comes to
like
anything. Yeah, like I'm a nigga. They be like, like I have to help with everything. When it comes to anything, like they be in that junk with heels on and all types of shit. So they make me do everything. I feel like they treat me different in that aspect. I feel like, yeah, straight women do.
Yeah.
They be like,
yeah, I love that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, yeah.
It doesn't really bother me, though. Like, oh, okay, so you peep me.
So, I mean, do men treat y'all differently?
That's the difference that be getting on my nerves a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll have dudes that see me, like, you know, with my hoodie on and stuff at the gym, so they don't really know what's up. Yeah. And I come out my hoodie, like, we'll be cool. I'll come out my hoodie. If I got like the side cut or whatever, you can see my titties through the shirt or whatever. Like, man, like, you know, it's just more standoffish, and it's almost just like, I was thinking about this shit the other day. It's like dudes, you see dudes, and then like, and people in the gym, they feel some type of way if somebody is like visibly like stronger than them in their mind or whatever. But like they be feeling that way about dudes. So then once they see the titties on the side, then they be like, "Oh, come on, yo!"
Because you're a girl, but now it's also a threat. And I'm sure because you're now it's like,
oh, whoa, hold on, now it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like all of that.
Feminine, they probably be like, "Oh, okay," you know what I'm saying, like try to.
They be with that jump, yeah. They be with that shit because it's like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where the difference come in. But as far as like the shit with women. Yeah, I'd be with that shit. I'd just be like, hell yeah. You need me carry some upstairs. Hey, go move over out the way, baby. Excuse me.
No, I mean, that's one thing. That's another thing. Like, I like doing shit with my hands, so I really don't mind. Like, I will, you know what I'm saying? I'll hang these fucking pictures up on the wall. I'll fucking move you into your apartment because I like doing shit like that anyway. Yeah. But, like, it don't bother me, but I think there's like a talk to be had about how women
bitch, what if I didn't work here? Y'all would have to take your heels off and go downstairs and pick your shit up. But no, it don't bother me either, for real. I just be like, all right, y'all funny. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know.
No, I feel like women don't know how to go about treating mass women.
I agree, because it's like,
they don't, especially straight women.
I say women regardless, because I didn't see because the thing with me, like, I mean, I embrace every aspect of my masculinity. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't be too much femininity shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm rocking with this shit. So I'm not finna take nothing else. So like, if I deal with women in the community, women outside the community, to me, I feel like it's more of, you gotta it depends on who you talking to. Like you gotta everybody different, right? You gotta take the individual that you talking to and like adjust your interactions and like the things that you're like your verbiage. You gotta adjust everything based on the person that you're talking to. Cause I'm just like, bruh, like don't extra queen me, don't baby girl me, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that shit. Like I'm just like, bro, I'm good. Like why? What makes you think I want
So
that?
you wouldn't like a woman to baby girl you?
Hell no. Like that shit is immediately like, oh, we ain't finna do shit.
Really?
You don't know me at all. Like if you don't know me.
Yeah. If you
And then
Okay. So what about your significant other?
yeah, no, that's the thing. Like you would never even be my significant other if you was saying that shit out your mouth to me, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, no cap, because it's just like, bro, my question is like, what about like if you actually cared about.
Facts.
Because if you saying baby girl, that's supposed to be a term of endearment, right? Right. So if you trying to show me some endearment and all that shit, what makes you think that that's what I wanted? You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
also, Big Daddy.
know what I'm saying? Oh shit, that might have been loud in the mic. My bad.
Nah, I feel that. I guess it matters. Everyone's different on the masculinity spectrum.
Facts.
Do you have any feminine? I'm sorry, I'm intrigued by this. Do you have any feminine names that you like to be like? Is baby cool? I mean,
yeah, baby and all, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, boo, all that shit. Don't nobody call me like don't nobody call me poo. But I love that shit. Like when I be seeing people talk about that shit on Twitter. Poo is so cute. Like
I love that one.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking call
I don't know. Don't nobody call me poo, man. So I like that, like that type of shit.
Nah, poo is mad fucking cute.
Poo is cute, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think poo's cute.
Nigga, no.
wow. Don't call Lex poo. Don't call her ass poo.
When I think about poo, I think about poo poo, which is shit.
Oh shit.
And I don't
Damn, you jump right past Wendy the poo.
Well, some terms of endearment are supposed to be like kind of,
Yeah.
it's cute.
Yeah.
You can call me anything. It's
See,
cute.
I feel like if you trying to be funny, like baby girl, like you joking around, like I let it rock, but like don't call me fucking baby.
I like a balance of both. If like I don't know about baby girl, but
Yeah, no, like baby girl is a reach.
my
Nothing
ex-relationship,
baby is about me. Like
yeah.
But see, that's the thing. That's the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? You just like, okay, shit, I don't know. Maybe you just like, okay, yeah, maybe if you're playing around. And I'm just like, oh, you play around if you want to. Like,
facts. So it's a spectrum, but I think like it's just like you can't group mass women into one, box because like it's a spectrum. Like it's a scale. We all different. So when you dating one of us, like you just really need to like pay attention and get to know your partner and what they like.
Facts.
All right. So what? Sorry, I got a lot of questions. What about yourself do you embrace that is feminine?
My empathy. I feel like that's more of a feminine trait than a masculine trait. Okay. Like I got a lot of empathy. There's a lot of water in my chart. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm always empathizing with somebody. Cancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll show you my chart before we leave. It's a lot of water in that shit. Now that I understand it. I feel like I can be nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like my nurturing also kind of like gets mixed in with my like I'm a protector. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. So it's just I don't know. Yeah. It's what else?
So that's it.
That's basically it. That's why
you don't embrace it at all for real. Like
it ain't. I'm faking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm faking. It's just I'm faking. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a performance for whatever the reason may be, but it don't be reasons that often that you gonna get me doing that shit.
What reason?
Yeah, I'm like you finna get me.
I feel that. Oh shit.
That's dope.
What's the next one? I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I fucked up.
Well, I'm just thinking. That's interesting.
Do you feel like there was something from your childhood that affected you being masculine, or like either what's the word I'm looking for? Encouraged, or any type, or where you just like this, like just you ain't have nobody you was looking at. You won't know.
You know, we older.
Yeah.
Who the fuck was there?
Yeah.
Queen Latifah and set it off.
The Brat.
Bro, what?
That's not even
Bro, I ain't felt nan bit of representation to Young and May. Like, no cap. I ain't felt nan bit.
And Young and May is literally it. For real, for real.
Well, that's another question. How do y'all feel about mass women in media? Like, do you feel like there's representation, or do you just feel like...
And shit, before Young and May, we had Shane from the L Word, and she wasn't even...
The thing that get me is, like, I feel like people take masculine women in the media, and there's always... But see, the thing is, I can't tell this for 100%, but it just seems like there's always this extra feminization
like they're
of
borderline
them.
masculine.
Facts. And I'm just like, what is that? Except for Young and May.
The only one.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's not many black, like, masculine women for real. And if they are, then they're on that line. They're like androgynous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But even then, like, it's still, there's not much representation at all. Like, what, the fucking L Word? Then y'all can't come with one black dyke? Not one?
Not one.
Yeah, we had Tasha.
Oh shit, yeah, Tasha. But I'm like,
I'm talking about the last season, the new season.
oh,
They had this Hispanic chick who was like, I don't know, partially black. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just like, there's like little to no representation, which is wild to me because we're here. We've always been here.
Facts.
Black women has always been here. It's not some new shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, you don't see us, but we have womanly experience. We get periods. Why we not in like fucking tampon commercials, nigga? It's like, it happens to us too. You know
it does. It does.
And
They
like,
should do a tampon commercial with Kay. I'm not even joking. With their shit. You gotta be like the sports film.
Hey, I do buy the sports films.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that's some real shit
yeah,
though.
Yeah.
like, it's just wild.
Embracing all of her masculinity, but still like she.
The shit still come every 28 days.
That's some shit you can't control. Like, I'm still a woman.
That's
you
a
know
good
what I mean?
point.
Facts.
You know,
You
so.
gotta get you a commercial.
Okay, shit,
God.
let's go. Let's go.
But no, that's another thing. If I feel like if there's a masculine woman, it also has to do with sports. Like, why is it always those two connected? You know what I'm saying? Because you might see a Nike commercial with a fucking... You can't really tell.
I was surprised to see Sid in the Drake video.
Oh, yeah.
You know, what's the fuck name of that song? I played it like 1,000 times.
God damn, why I can't? Fuck!
What is that Drake song?
Your feelings? No,
it's not.
Oh shit! Was it God's Plan
No.
or the other one?
It's gonna drive me crazy, Kyle. We gotta find it.
Shit. What was it? Kiki. Do you love me?
No, that's
It's
your
the other
feelings.
one.
It's the other one.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh man! I don't
We're
know.
gonna find it, y'all.
Working out, girl.
Yeah.
You've been. God damn!
I didn't know where to
I
find
fucking
it.
love that song. All right. Anyway,
Y'all talk. I'm gonna find it.
nah, I feel like there's definitely lack of representation, and I really don't understand why. Because, like I said, we everywhere, literally everywhere. But when I think about like movies, I think maybe they feel like if we put a masculine, lesbian in there, that changes the narrative a little bit, like that, like makes it gay.
Yeah, you shoving it down. You shoving it down everybody's throat. You know what I'm saying? Just because for one character, so it was what?
Nice for what?
I was not gonna get it.
For these bitches. Okay, yeah. I was surprised to see her in there because it was kind of a song about like fuck these niggas or whatever.
Yeah.
And for him to put Sid in there, I thought was kind of dope or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't feel like there's much representation in the media. I'm trying to think. Well, you got Lena Waithe. Yeah. All right. Moving on to the next question. Are there ever moments you feel like your masculinity is threatened? Like, niggas be trying you in regards to being masculine. Like, you got something to say? Like,
I mean, niggas do, but the thing is, like, you can't threaten my masculinity because it ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just ain't. But yeah, niggas will try their hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, they think that it's like that they shit sweet, and I'm just like, well, number one, bro, I assure you, it ain't as sweet as you think it is. Especially like when I got on the hoodie and shit like that, like niggas don't be knowing, so I just be like, yeah, it ain't that sweet. But then also it's just like that's something about you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you feel like you got to try to shit on me and like what I got going on, especially if it's like just on some masculinity shit, that's something that you need to address within yourself.
their masculinity, they feel like it's being threatened.
Facts.
why
That's
they
who's
fucking act.
yeah. That's whose
They are-
masculinity
yeah,
threatened.
they don't feel sure of themselves and their masculinity, and that's why men act the way they do
Facts.
when
Fucking
it comes to dykes and shit.
Yeah.
Because they're not secure within themselves,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and they don't know it's okay to be feminine as well. It's
Yeah,
okay
they don't
to have
even-
the balance of being feminine and masculine, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, they feel threatened by us, so that's the only time I ever notice it is when they're projecting.
Facts.
Like, I remember I was out
It's-
at the
some niggas
Cheesecake
be-
Factory.
go ahead.
Yeah, I was out at the Cheesecake Factory. It was Cherry, but Cherry's sister, it was her party, some shit or whatever, and her friends had brought her husband. He was just looking me up and down the whole time. He was like, you think you like, I don't even know this thing. He was like, you think you like that? Like, why you?
What's
No,
up?
you
You think I'm like that? Like, dang, bro, what you just say what you saying?
Oh, I hate that.
Just say what you
like, I'm
saying.
getting bitches. I was like, okay, I don't have to lie.
Nigga, have
You right. You right. I know.
Look at her DMs, bro.
That's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a bitch. Never short of bitches. But like,
It's crazy, yeah.
yeah, that shit is crazy.
Damn, he really said that?
I swear to God, on everything I love. Cherry
Nigga.
was like, yo, chill the fuck out. Like, what's wrong with you?
Relax,
Like,
bro.
relax. You know what I'm saying? I have all guy friends, so it ain't
There's
really-
enough bitches for all of us.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
Like, that's plenty.
They out here, man.
You know,
Right.
You know what I'm
that shit
saying?
crazy. That shit crazy. Have you ever been mistaken as a male and like did it bother you? Yes.
Yeah, this shit daily. Like I don't even know what I'm finna get, honestly, when I talk to people, and I don't even care, because if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, for me personally, like it's just like what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like what's the deal? We finna finish this interaction.
Yeah.
The only like it, you know, it is really irrelevant.
Yeah.
The only time that like it gets on my nerves for real would be like if I know somebody trying to do this shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like they going out of their way. Like people get so disrespectful, it's crazy. And I'm just like, what do you think I'm about to, like, what you think is gonna come from this? You know what I'm saying? You think you're gonna do this shit and I'm gonna just like go home and be like, do some self-reflecting and come out tomorrow and be like, yeah, let me put on this pumping heels. Oh shit, I said pumping heels. This dress and some pumps or some shit like that. Like, what you think is gonna happen? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think people really feel like they have that much power. Like,
Facts.
I don't give a fuck about what you think.
Literally,
You're not
could
gonna
not
do
give
nothing.
one less. Like,
I'm at home like, that guy that was being mean to me in the library, I'm gonna put some heels on.
he had a good point.
Fuck?
He had a good point. What is it? What am I doing?
But I think that's another thing about like being masked. You gotta have thick skin.
Mm-hmm.
Because niggas is gonna say shit. Everybody's gonna say some shit at one point in time in your life. And you really gotta brush it off. Like,
Yeah.
and still out here getting bitches. Still out here living my life. Shit is
Facts.
wavy. Like, that shit is crazy though. The things that people say, like, I can't. Like, I've been mistaken for a dude one time, especially when I had a low cut. And it's either like really short, like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know, or whatever. Or like niggas trying to be funny, like, oh, you think you a nigga now? No, nigga, I just cut my hair. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think about my shit.
Hey, you see it. I'm
And
really.
that neck tattoo, and it's over for these.
Yeah, so that shit is crazy. Sports bras. Do y'all take y'all sports bras off? Do y'all feel a certain type of way when
Yeah.
revealing your chest
I'm
area?
getting butt ass
Wait.
naked.
You talking about like when we fucking?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Cause the thing is, like, I want you to feel my whole back. You know what I'm saying? Get your hands all up in that shit. Yeah, it's gonna
No,
go and
because
come off.
everybody say, like, you know, dykes don't want to never take off their sports bra or whatever. So I
I be
want
hearing
y'all
that shit.
opinion. Like, do y'all take it off? Is it like, do y'all? Is it an issue? Is it a thing? Has it ever been a thing?
I mean, I guess it did used to be a thing, but that was like when I was fat. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was just
Body
I
dysmorphia.
wasn't comfortable with my body at all. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted as many clothes on as possible. But now I'm just like,
Yeah.
shit, girl, get your hands up on this.
You
Mm.
feel that? You feel that back day was
So you-
yesterday, baby?
Ugh, you feel that shit right
Go
there?
to the fucking gym.
I'm going tonight.
Let's go together.
But so it was never a thing? Like, you never
No,
bothered you?
nah, not for real. If I didn't, it might have just the sex. Like it's never a problem. Even if it doesn't come off, it might just be the type of sex, quick sex or something like that. But it's never
not
because
like purposely like
I don't
no.
wanna-
Yeah,
My thing is with that is just like, I mean, no shade to nobody that do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, for me, I'm like, the sports bra don't. hide the titty. I mean, they
Yeah,
still,
yeah.
it's literally almost more noticeable, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, cause you got this big ass cloth here, you know what I'm saying? Like covering the
Yeah,
shit. So
you
I'm
don't
like,
really, yeah, I feel you.
they still gonna be there. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
I feel you. I mean, for me, like, I wouldn't say it's an issue. Well, it used to be an issue because when you're first figuring out your masculinity, right? Like, you don't really know. There's no like rule book. You don't know what it is that makes you feel more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of just like navigating through it. Like, I don't know if I want to take my titties out. I don't really even know how I feel about my titties right now.
I feel that.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, it was a thing when I was in like high school, but like I'm grown now and I really don't give a shit.
And it's the thing, like, I feel like with your partner too, you know what I'm saying? Like how comfortable you feel with your partner. Cause I definitely have been,
Not comfortable.
I've been like super not comfortable, and then like versus being, you know, with somebody else. So that's why I'm just like, maybe it was because like I was bigger, or maybe it was because I just started getting with girls I was more comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, nah, I do want to feel close to you. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's both those things.
Yeah.
And I don't even know. I think I can't even blame it on women because like they still trying to figure out how to treat they masked women too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It's y'all gotta collab. Y'all gotta talk.
Get up in there.
Men have deal with masculine women who don't embrace
Facts.
their femininity, or vice versa, who don't. So they don't even know what to do to.
Mhm.
I don't know if I should touch you there. Should I?
Facts. It is. It's such a thing. Like it's like woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
And I see a lot of questions on Twitter. They be like, what should I get my dyke for? You know, like, what do y'all like? You know, I want to take her out, make her feel special. What should I do? And I'm like, they really don't know.
But see, that's that shit. And I'm like, why you ask your Twitter instead of whoever you finna take out? You know what I'm saying? Because like, how you gonna ask Twitter? Me, Lex, and Mary all answer the question. What you gonna do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't finna have the same 3 answers probably.
Facts.
You know? So like, you know,
you
it's
gotta talk to your partner.
It's about your partner. It's about you and that individual. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta know each other. Y'all got to know this makes her feel this type of way, and this makes her feel this type of way. So I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think that's another thing that's lacking too about talking to your partner, because I don't know, when I like me dating, a lot of women I meet, all they do is talk about themselves. Like, and it's like, well, you're not really gonna get to know me or know anything of what I like if we're just talking about you. So that's the thing. I don't know why. Like, I feel like if women want to be courted and they don't really like, they just kind of like
really just be talking about themselves the whole time.
Yeah.
from time to time.
I mean, it happens.
Conversation ain't gonna last that long, honestly, but
It happens. Yeah, I be dating a lot. So I've had a array. You know, a lot of bitches talk about themselves. A lot of bitches don't talk at all. But anyway, so yeah, I think it's definitely just you got to really get to know your person. Period. Because we're all different. We come in all different shapes, colors, sizes. So yeah, I think that's it, y'all. Y'all got anything else?
what, for that question, or that was all the questions?
I think that's all the questions.
Damn,
Yeah,
we flew through that shit. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I got another question. Okay. Well, what if like I'm trying to think like how to word it, because I'm just trying to figure out like.
Oh, damn, you said that one.
What's the question?
Did you ever feel like you were trans? Or...
Oh yeah, you turn a little straight at me.
No, I was looking at, but you was looking at me, so I look at you back. Like, no, that's the thing. Like,
That's a good question.
yeah. Did you ever feel like you were trans, or you felt like you were in the wrong body?
No, but I feel like I would have been a cute guy.
I feel like if I was a nigga, I have a really big dick, like ridiculously big. Sorry. Did you ever?
So the thing is, like, even though there's like, I feel like there's so little femininity that I even have to embrace, you know what I'm saying? And there's so much masculinity, I still don't feel like no shit was wrong. I just feel like what y'all decided that like penis equals, you know what I'm saying, football, and vagina equals makeup, you know what I'm saying? That's y'all bad. That's not my bad. Like, I'm here. I got all like the shit that I got, and I like all the shit that I like. Like, do you hear me? Like my, you know what I'm saying? Like my voice, I got big ass hands. It's not my fault that, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is who I am, and y'all trying to tell me that like
because you have those things, you're supposed to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my beef. I'm K. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? But like that's it. Like yeah.
And that's a good point
Very
because
good
you
point.
are at the same time saying like I don't really embrace a lot of feminine things about myself, but I'm also not trans, and you can respect that. And that's exactly a perfect example of why gender is so fluid.
So fluid.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so fluid. It just don't look fluid because y'all are trying to put people in a box.
Exactly.
Like,
But I think that's what I like about today, though. I think we're coming up with different language. We're embracing it more that, you know, everything is not one thing. Everything is not black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's everybody's different, and that's it. You can't group niggas together.
yeah, no, you can't do that.
So yeah, what was gonna be your question?
I don't know. I forgot.
Oh, nigga.
I forgot because that was good.
Yeah, no, that was great because like when I think about it, the issues like on the coming out episode, I told y'all I thought I was trans because that very reason. Like I was like, yo, I'm not like the girly girls at all. I'm not built like them. I don't like the shit that they like. Period. The only thing that we have in common is we have periods.
Yeah.
Facts.
So that was definitely a thing. So I think that's something. But some people feel like they're in the wrong body or that they're trans, and I'm like, I don't know. That's something you kind of got to navigate through.
Right.
Whichever you feel.
And you can be super fucking masculine to the point that you wear your dick around 24/7 and not be trans.
Period. My cousin, she
Yeah, she ain't with that shit. That
At
shit
all.
was so funny. I don't care what that shit you talking about.
like she is very masculine all day long. Doesn't embrace anything about
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
being feminine at all. But she doesn't identify as trans. She doesn't want to be trans. She doesn't want to transition anything. She don't want to change shit. So yeah, it's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whatever you are, embrace it. That's it.
Do you
It would be
embrace
so-
the heteronorms as well?
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like I love you just we can spring all that heteronormativity in my relationships because I mean like that's just the role that I just typically be playing. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing like with my sisters. Like yeah, I'm their big sister, but if we want to be honest, if we list out the things that I do for them, like I'm really their big brother. It's just the verbiage that came up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. Like, that's the shit that be crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when my niece get here, she finna call me AK, you know what I'm saying? 47, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm her aunt, you know what I'm saying? But like, the shit I'm finna be doing for her, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Yeah, I think like with heteronormativity in my relationships, it's only like, I don't care about like doing shit. You want me to take out the trash or whatever the fuck. But when it comes to like affection, you know, sometimes I want to be the little spoon.
I like being a little baby. You know what I'm saying?
That's really what gets it for
feminine.
me.
It's who's gonna see that feminine John. It's definitely the person I'm with. Like,
Yeah.
I'm about to be all up under you. So I'm a baby.
Especially when I'm sick, bro.
Oh man.
It's a wrap.
If I'm
Big
sick,
baby energy.
Well,
Like,
that
or
is
getting
kinda-
sleepy
niggas
or
be
something.
Like that too, though.
Yeah.
Facts.
So that is kind of the same. It's kind of the
Yeah.
same because a lot like niggas like to be babied by their woman. Like,
right. So it don't, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't. it's
Tender
not like
lady
a
with some
masculine
tender
energy.
hands, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, girl, shit.
Yeah.
I'm in the mood to be baby. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, like.
Or head rubs, my nigga. Oh my
But,
God.
hey, nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Head rubs be getting me fucked up. Head rubs are going down to the back of the neck. Get to the back of the neck, that's a problem.
Yeah,
It's a
man,
wrap.
don't get me started.
Golly.
Yeah, hair. Like that's the only thing that, like, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's not heteronormative. That's just like a matter of just affection. So I mean, yeah.
I forgot my another feminine thing, I guess. I
You
try
really
to take my
searching
hygiene.
for the
I try to keep my hygiene and shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's
the thing. But that's not really feminine. But I guess
it ain't. But you know, like niggas be acting like it is.
Don't be wiping their ass.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, I go to the gym a lot, yo. I got to
Right, she gotta
bathe.
keep it clean.
Dude, bro,
Like-
all the time.
You gotta keep it clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. I think that's it. You ain't got nothing else?
I mean, at the end of the day, just
Oh wait, no.
no.
Is there a difference between being masculine and masculine centered?
No.
I feel like yes.
If y'all can answer this question.
Yeah.
Because I don't, everybody coming up with new words, new terms, I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you think it's a difference?
So I'm like, so maybe, I don't know for sure, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going at it or whatever, but like maybe masculine and center would be more so like my situation, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like to my core, like y'all see who I am, you know what I'm saying? Like to my like to my core type shit. So that's why I'm just like masculine of center. That's just what it makes me think about.
Okay.
Versus if I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like I just like a couple of
presenting.
right, but on the inside, like I still got that feminine, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like how like water dominates my chart. You know what I'm saying? Like masculinity kind of dominates my center.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's still some femininity in there. I still got some air and some earth in my chart too, but it's just I don't dominate it.
That's okay.
Feel
All
me?
right. That makes a lot of sense. Damn, learned something new today.
Hey, look, I don't know if it's facts. I don't know if it's facts. Don't quote
It
me
makes
on
a
it.
lot of sense though. It makes a lot of sense. Masculine presenting versus masculine of center. That I get it. I get it.
That makes sense.
Wow.
Cause see, maybe masculine presenting still be like, yeah, you can call me baby girl, cause on the inside, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I really want to be called that, and I'm just like,
yeah. I got it.
Shit at me.
what's wrong with you? Why you doing that?
Saw the nigga off baby boy that the mama was fucking with.
Rip that nigga with that.
No, none of that shit.
Nah,
that
cut
was
that
a,
shit.
That was a good talk though, y'all. That was a good talk.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any like questions y'all get about me and Mass that are like annoying or just people that you think wonder about it a lot?
I feel like people wonder about it a lot. People are mad curious about like how I had sex, and I mean like. My answer be pretty straightforward. Like, you trying to see it? like what's the deal? Like, why do you? I ain't trying to fuck you. Like, I don't know why you care.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that be the shit.
Right, and I get that a lot too. They be like,
I guess it is a curiosity thing too.
I mean, if we're not like, if we ain't finna fuck, if I ain't trying to fuck.
What you ask me for, especially niggas, I be like,
oh yeah, no, niggas don't ask me.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Like, and then they act like they have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, like, how does it work? And I'm just like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
probably been in their head for a minute. They've been wanting to ask you that for forever. Fuck it, this is the time.
Bro, people be doing that shit all the time. They do that shit when they want to ask, am I a man or a woman? It's just, I just be like, I just feel like these questions, like, once you get the answer, then what? That's always my shit.
Yeah.
Like, once you get the answer, then what? And then, like, was it right? Like, what did we have to have the conversation?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that like they be like, are you submissive or dominant? Like, are we fucking? Because you find out.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and I guess because you present a certain way, they expect you to be it. So it's like, well, are you like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all think I'm submissive or dominant?
Nigga. What you think?
Submissive?
Hey, I'm asking though, cause
you probably could be.
I could be, right?
Yeah,
I could be. I mean, there's still like dominance in there, but I mean, I might like to get slapped.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe choked up a little bit.
Yeah.
Who knows? Like, who knows?
That look when she choke you back when you doing that choking stroke.
That shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, man, you don't never know.
You can be, because
I don't know. When I think about submissive, like I think about like submitting completely. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not with none of that. You know, we can do a little aggression. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But being submissive, like nigga, you're not about to bend me over.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
So you're not getting your ass ate.
We ain't even finna be in the damn room. That's your, like, what you?
But these are all questions you have to ask your partner and the person you're fucking, because
Facts.
again, we're all different.
Facts.
But
So my question is, you're not getting your ass ate.
What? No, I ain't getting my ass ate. Nah.
Mary loves getting her ass ate. She also eats ass.
Wait. I
Point you to the best ass eater.
What? I
can see you bending over. Put a little arch.
I've never got my ass ate. I'm
okay,
actually,
yeah.
I think what's funny is people with yeah, nah, I'm not getting my ass ate. That's
People
the
with
thing
what?
about, even though I feel like I am like embrace my femininity or something.
So I mean, are you submissive?
Yeah, I can be. Now, you know, I can have my legs up in the air and shit, no shit like that. Like, but
According to Twitter, we missing out.
Yeah.
And all that shit. Yeah.
nah,
Yo, people be going so hard about that
they
shit.
do
Oh my
like.
God.
Yo, y'all ain't let y'all femme come in there and fuck the shit out of you in the morning, man. You missing out yet, but couldn't beat me.
Penetrated, none of that shit. I'm a gold star. Let's
Oh yeah, somebody asked that too. We're gonna get it. Somebody asked if we're gold stars. Yeah,
I am gang. Never
What's
been
gold-
with
what
a
is
Never been with a guy.
I'm nah, gold star.
I'm out of here.
Nah, I'm
So I
good.
don't really even know
Go
how
fine.
to be all of that shit. I ain't
Yeah.
never been independent. Now I'm not saying it's not possible, except for strapping. I think I'm pretty. But I'm not saying like if a girl makes me feel comfortable enough, then maybe we could explore.
Yeah, that's
other
the
things.
thing. That's the thing. Like, I'm still exploring and seeing what I fuck with and what I don't. You know what I'm saying? So one night, you know, you may, you know,
Some
some
women
shit
can
I
make
might
you
let rock
Who
just
really
because I'm like,
embrace your masculinity to its fullest and take care of your femininity can probably get you to open up a little bit, like be a little bit more. But I mean, it's
Yeah.
not too many women that I've encountered who can really cater to both in a special way to have you like.
How you like what?
I'm crazy. I'm popping up at your job.
yeah, so it's just a matter of being comfortable. Yeah.
Nah, I had some of that crazy, some of that shit. I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's some things I know I'm not gonna. Like,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
bitch don't fuck me. So that's pretty much.
We
that.
not penetration shaming though. If
Mm-mm.
some of y'all like penetration, you know.
Hey, toot that ass up. Do what you gotta do. It just ain't finna happen over here.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. So I mean, but yeah, no, I'm just saying like just being masked and like navigating on what I like and what I don't like. You know, that's the thing. Like some shit I might let slide because I'm like, oh, I've never done that. Let's see, you know what I'm saying, if I fuck with it or not. And you know, might fuck with it, might not. But you know, that doesn't mean it's like a thing all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? You had my legs up that one time. Don't mean.
Bring that shit up at dinner, so.
Tell nobody.
You know what I'm saying? That one time, first of all. So, yeah. Yeah, I think, okay. So, is this it? Because I keep saying this it, and then it don't be it.
So I feel like we ain't been talking long enough, personally. But I mean, I don't be doing podcasts, so.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I'm trying to think if there's something
What
else.
else? Let me see.
They trying to prolong the podcast, guys.
On the low, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I ain't got shit for real. Like,
Yeah.
for real, it's really just about like knowing who you with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just about knowing who you with, because like, just speaking specifically about Twitter and shit like that, like some of the films that I be seeing up there, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be angry about like studs that you gonna call like touch me nots and all that shit. So then like if you dealing with one,
I be up there on a hard ass like as soon as they bay reveal, be the softest motherfucker.
wow, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, okay, all right, like hey, hopefully y'all.
The trash every morning.
That's when the doctor died. Yeah.
But okay.
I mean, that's another thing. Y'all talk about how y'all want a certain type of thing, and then
No,
y'all.
they get what they can get.
Yeah, they get what they can get. I mean, no shade, because you know I understand.
Facts. So.
So what would be your advice to someone who is just stepping into like being masculine presenting or a stud?
Do you. Don't let nobody try to steer you away from it. Don't let nobody either tell you you're not masculine enough or you too masculine. That those things literally do not exist. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you can't be too much of you. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. You just need to be true to yourself and make sure that you aren't putting yourself in situations where you feel like you got to compromise yourself for whoever you are around or dealing with or anything like that, because that's not the way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of like germophobic a little bit, you know, a lot of it. So I don't like laying naked, period. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just,
yeah, same.
I'm just like, okay, like everything just everywhere in my bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like it's cool for a few minutes, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm ready to put my clothes on, you know what I'm saying? Cover everything back up. But I had this one jump. She, I guess she called herself trying to like fix me or something like that. She made me like lay in the bed, like beside her naked for 2 minutes. And when the 2 minutes was over, I was just like, do you feel better? Because like it didn't do shit for
Somebody
me.
made me do that shit too. That's crazy.
Yeah, like what the hell? Like, you know, you don't need to be around nobody that's gonna try to like make you do stuff. Like you need to find out who you are and love who you are.
Right.
Once you get to that point,
somebody gonna love you.
Somebody gonna love you. And
you'll be able to communicate.
Because you'll be able to communicate that because you know what you want and what you don't want and what you ain't gonna take.
Period. That's
Who?
period. Oh, you know, I was thinking about something. They say masked women always date straight women. What y'all think?
That's a good. You know what? That's a good point. I do want to talk about
But
that.
I will say that I feel like straight women embrace the masculinity and the femininity better than lesbian women. I do feel like that. I feel
Big
like
facts.
when, like I don't know what it is, but when a straight woman come through for some reason she's able to cater. And maybe this is the thing. She's been messing with niggas, so she already knows what it is to cater to the masculinity. But also, when straight women start messing with women, I think they love that femininity part that they don't get from niggas.
Yeah.
And so they're like, I love this.
Yeah,
and I love
yeah.
this. I also know how to work with you because I've only dealt with niggas.
Facts.
Does that make sense?
Facts. Yeah, I feel kind of like exactly the same way. And the thing is, like, with the type of masculinity that I guess like I exude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's difficult for me to even really like get to know anybody that identifies as like strictly lesbian because that shit don't be it. You know what I'm saying? That's all the girls that be hit me with the baby girl and, you know, like, let me extra make sure that you remember that you a woman type shit. And I'm like, I don't need you to remind me of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I get reminded every 28 days what we keep talking about. The shit finna show up, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's difficult. And then,
so you think with straight women you have more room to be
just me,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
They already are looking for that kind of
right.
They already used to that kind of energy of a masculine, so that makes sense.
And they know how to make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? They know how to make me like the little touches at the right time, like stuff that they probably was used to doing for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the shit that I like. I don't want to come home to no flowers to make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, you know, it's like all that little shit. That's kind of.
I feel like because no shade, I'm changed now, but like back in the day, like I always dated straight women because I just felt like lesbians just did the fucking most. Like they were just so extra all the time, and I couldn't fuck with it. I'm like, I'm low key. I like to chill. You know, I don't be with that extra shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like with the baby girl shit, like, okay, I get that you want women and you gonna treat me like a woman, but also like, you know what I'm saying?
You can go get you a femme. Honestly, if you really want to, or like a softer stud, maybe, or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like lesbians, it becomes less about, I'm about to say, it becomes less about like, let me get to know you as the individual, and it's just like, nah, we lesbians, so this is what I'm finna do, you know what I'm saying? Because just like, you a woman, so you need to like X, Y, and Z, and I'm just like, bro, if you want to be honest, it's problematic, because like, you're assuming that I'm a like X, Y, and Z because I'm a woman, and those things just don't correlate. They don't correlate.
Yeah, I mean, somebody had commented the other day. Shout out to the new subscriber. Don't remember your name, sorry. But she commented on the dyke video. Are you a dyke? You know, when we were talking about what the word dyke means or whatever, and she was like, you know, I feel like the word dyke is too harsh, and even if they want me to refer to them as a dyke, I'm gonna still call them a stud. And I'm like, okay, I use them interchangeably, but it's like, if I refer to myself as a dyke, like, why can't you call, like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like weird. Like, if I'm okay with it, why you not okay with it? Like, so that just like made me think of.
That's kind of different though.
I mean, yeah, it's different.
Because it's like telling someone like, don't call me the N word, even if we're both black. Like, I don't like you to. I don't want you to call me a nigga. Like, you do. Like, if somebody is not their language, then.
I get that. Yeah.
So if they don't want to use the word dyke, that's cool, because I understand the, you know, of what it is. But also, I don't want to be called a stud, so just don't call me nothing.
Yeah, just don't call me nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's both. But if somebody doesn't want to call me a dyke, I'm not like, you better call me dyke, bitch. Like,
fuck you mean?
No, I just call me no dyke.
I just thought about it in the way of like me being like, well, if I'm being masculine in a certain way and you just kind of like dismissing that because you want it to be feminine, or, you know what I'm saying, this is what you're used to type of thing. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. But y'all think stud is softer? Like, y'all think stud is a soft word, or y'all think it's the same?
I feel like maybe the people that like demand that they only be called studs probably tend to be a little bit softer, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think in definition there really is a difference between stud and dyke. It's just one of them was.
One is harsher than the other.
Yeah, and it's by society, you know what I'm saying? Like type shit. It was started off as a slur.
And Twitter made it alright.
And Twitter made it alright. So that's really all that is. Like, so all these debates, if y'all listening to this, like the younger generation, if y'all listening to this, you just you don't gotta do all of that, bro. You don't need to pick the difference between the two. Just be you. You know what I'm saying? Just be you. That's it.
Like, I fuck with that, because that's a new term for me. Like, masculine presenting, that wasn't always a thing. It was like dyke, stud, you know what I'm saying? So mass presenting kind of just levels it out. and leaves it there. So
Yeah.
I fuck with that term. But I think like being a baby dyke, you still trying to like understand and figure out what fits you. So I think that's why they go so hard about it. But once you get older, my nigga, you really don't give a fuck.
You realize how much it does not matter. You know what I'm saying? Like in your day-to-day living and experiencing and everything like that. So
Yeah.
just gotta be at the end of the day, you just gotta be you and make sure that the you that you are is something that you could just be happy with and proud of. You know what I'm saying? Because then all this other shit,
Don't matter.
it just it's not even gonna phase you.
Yeah. And just like be the you that you are today and worry about tomorrow. Because someday, like, there's been a time where I was a certain way on this day. Like, I was a touch me not. And then shortly after, I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just, you know, wherever you at, meet yourself where you at and just accept that for what it is right now.
And you're always a journey. Learning yourself.
Yeah,
absolutely. You're forever
absolutely.
changing. Shit, I could have on a dress next week. No,
I actually have a picture of her in the dress. It's my favorite picture.
But
Yeah.
But this was great.
Was it really great? Cause every time we be like, oh nah,
My ass hurts. So
my ass also hurts. So yeah, all right, yeah, we'll wrap it up. So like I said in the beginning of the episode, we're adding segments. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give y'all longer episodes and shit. So we need y'all to participate. So email us sheherdyke@gmail.com with questions. If you need advice. Did you answer that one? What was the question again?
girl, I don't know. It's so long.
I'm
gonna get back to you,
answer it. We should answer it.
Because they DM me personally, I didn't put their shit out there.
But how you
like
think
that.
they know?
Yeah, they ain't nobody gonna know who asked it. You know what I'm saying? If it's a good question.
I mean, but they didn't ask to put their stuff out there. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, all right.
You know, they just
Respect.
DM me.
Respect.
It's just like, I need some dyke advice. And I was like, okay. And then I just never hit them back. Life.
She don't text back.
I suck. I will leave everybody on red. I'm sorry, y'all. I see you, and I'm gonna get back to y'all.
Yeah, please don't come my way because my DMs are full. Love y'all.
Please don't DM me.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, niggas DM me about K-Swole all the time. Like, oh, your friend, fine, ooh. And I'm like, why don't you hit her up instead of hitting me up? You know what I'm saying?
K-Swole.
Okay, underscore. Because I'm like, I can't, I can sell her, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go directly to her DMs, you go to the source.
I know she heard dyke trainings.
Hey, let's go.
Workout videos.
Let's go.
Nah,
I'm always down for that.
Nigga, you be playing. I gotta get ready for Sweet Heat. Anyway, so yeah, we're adding segments. So you can email us, DM us, She Her Dyke on Instagram or Twitter, or our personal, you can go to the regular ones. Anyway, and we also adding a segment, Dyke of the Week. So also let us know who your favorite dyke is so we can shed some light on them. And
Gang, gang.
that's it, y'all. We see y'all next week, all right?
Peace.
Bye.